2025 Lion Pride Marching Band and Scarlet Line Drill Team. Waco High School is proud to present the Scarlet Line Drill Team under
Direction of LaShonda Gaines.
Scarlet Line officers are Captain Kaylee Tyler, Co-Captain Radisha Lewis Turner, and First Lieutenant Nevaeh Johnson.
Second Lieutenant Nakira
Blunson. Social officers Camila Morales, Chloe Stolman, Alyssa Rosario, Journey Neal, and Adriana Davis. Get ready for a rocking performance of Pretty Fly, and welcome to the field the Scarlet Line Drill Team. The Scarlet Line. Now, Waco High School proudly presents the 2025 Lion Pride Marching Band. The band is under the direction of Tyler Sage, Michelle Linker, and Austin Lemons. Percussion is instructed by Adrian Rodriguez. The color guard is instructed by Michelle Michaelowitz. Visual instructors are Amber Meeks, Spencer Childers, Jordan Meza, Jeremiah Cabrera, and Zazel Pacheco. Tonight, the Lion Pride Band will be performing their 2025 competition show, The Rebels of the Rising Sun, featuring music from Firefly, The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, Star Trek Into Darkness, House of the Rising Sun, and Tank. Drum majors, Annalise Galan, Brittany Leha, and Michael Menchaca. Is your band ready? Lion Pride Band, take the field in performance.
Did you know it is now state law that cell phones can be used during the school day? But there's a bright side to this. When you're not on your phone, you'll stay focused, get stuff done in class, and improve your grades. Plus, without it, you'll have real conversation during lunch, make stronger friendships, and be more in the moment. So remember, keep your phone out of sight, stay mindful, and make the most of every moment.
Of course, Waco High is a consolidation of Richfield High School, Jefferson Moore, and Waco High all into one school. That occurred back in 1986. Head coach Ezra Martinez, just the 6th head coach for the Lions since consolidation. Johnny Tusa was the very first coach there. He had a record of 181 wins and 86 losses in 23 years with the Lions. He was followed by 3 years of Danny Ramsey, who went 14-9. Then there was 6 years of Marty Herbst. He was 34-31 in his turn. Then came former Waco Lion Kwame Cavill. He was there for 3 years and only won 3 out of 27 games. And then most recently, Lyndon Helt was the guiding the Waco Lions for 4 years. He went 4-35. Last trip to the playoffs was 2017. That was under Marty Herbst. Whitaker looking for some running room and also a receiver. Now he's just going to tuck it and run, and will be taken out of bounds when he gets to the 34-yard line. We'll give him about a 2-yard gain on the play.
Cabo de la Garza on the tackle.
It's one of those names that's going to go down in my all-name book, Cabo. Jamarian Howard Crawford, the slot back on the right side of the formation. He's over there with Rhines. Zay Johnson, the lone receiver, at the bottom of your screen. Looking for the quick pass and having to go to a knee and make the catch and losing 2 yards is Rhines.
Elijah Allen defending on the play at his cornerback position.
I'm going to bring up 3rd down and 10 at the 32. Somebody in the interior line really spoiled that play for the Lions. Waco High looking for their 4th first down of the game. Straight drop back. Whitaker setting up the screens. It's intercepted. Headed the other way with it for the Angelo Bobcats is Brian Sandoval, a 5'11", 265-pound senior. He'll take the interception and make it a pick 6. Got right in the middle of that screen pass.
I think he's down on the 1-yard line. I think they were able to finally knock him down.
All right, so only have 1 yard to go to get in. But that's about a 40-yard return by the big boy. Most likely you think they're coming to the right.
They're going right up the middle.
Fake the handoff and throw in the flat. And that's knocked away on a great play by, is that Eric Taylor?
That is.
Yeah.
Man, if he had grabbed it and could have held on, that was a touchdown.
Yeah, it was.
I'm shocked that they even passed that ball, the way they've been running on us.
That ends up being incomplete. 2nd and goal at the 1. Michael Smith turns and hands it off, and sure enough, backing his way into the end zone is Barnett for the touchdown. I'm sorry, that was 21, Xavier Johnson, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was their big back. That's the 220-pounder.
So Johnson gets the 2nd touchdown of the night, taking advantage of the turnover.
Over 10 to attempt the extra point. Smith will be holding. Oscar Herrera will be snapping the ball.
Kick is good. We got 10 minutes and 19 seconds left to go in the first half, and the Bobcats of San Angelo Central have extended their lead to 14-0 thanks to the interception returned by Sandoval that got it to the lip of the cup. A two-play, 1-yard drive that took all of 9 seconds to get into the end zone for their second score. That's one of those things you just can't have happen, Hal.
Exactly. That's why I said they just can't have any turnovers tonight. They really got to play a flawless game, and that's hard to do for anybody in any level of football. But to gift them that quick touchdown, that's rough.
Good look at some of the homecoming crowd who wants to see 6 or 7 touchdowns tonight.
Going back for Waco High will be Eric Taylor, number 1. He's going to be on the far side, and then number 18, Chase Rhymes, will be on the near side, both at about their 10-yard line. Holbert will be kicking off for San Angelo from the 40-yard line.
Again, no wind to speak of, so whatever yardage Holbert gets out of this is all on him. He'll pop it up near side. A fair catch called for and covered up by Waco's High Bronshake Dugas. Now, he called a fair catch, but he didn't catch it. So he'll have to take it at the 21. If he catches that ball, they put it at the 25, correct?
That's correct. Okay, well, here's an opportunity for the offense of Waco. They've got to get a long drive, get some points on the board here, get right back into this ball game.
B.J. Whitaker back at quarterback with Lane Jones as his running back. Got 3 receivers to the right side. One of those receivers comes in motion. They hand it off to Lane Jones, and a quick hitter up the middle gets him across the 25 up to the 27. About a pickup of about 6 on the play for Lane Jones.
Cabo De La Garza, 5'11", 200-pounder, wrapping him up.
Repeat that about 20 times, and they'll be in the end zone. Now Whitaker will pass it in the flat to Zay Johnson. Johnson collects a whole lot of white jerseys when he gets to the 27-yard line. That's a pickup of 0 on the play.
Cash Dastro with the tackle.
Oh, 3rd down and 4 at the 27. Zay Johnson will be one of the 3 receivers to the far side. Whitaker will roll right, looks down the middle, has a man wide open at the 50-yard line. It's Zay Johnson. It's a foot race, and Zay Johnson is going to beat everybody there and score a touchdown for Waco High from 73 yards out.
Good job of looking around the field. You're in the middle of the field there looking for an open receiver, and he was 5 to 7 yards behind the defensive secondary.
Maybe the longest pass play of the year for Waco High that ends in a touchdown.
Absolutely. I think this is Carlos Rodriguez kicking. He may have a different number tonight. We don't have a 42 on our roster.
Gets blocked. So the point after is no good. But we got 9 minutes and 11 seconds left to go in our second quarter. And Waco High has closed the gap to 14-6 on a 3-play, 79-yard drive that only took 1 minute and 8 seconds because of the 73-yard bomb from B.J. Whitaker to Zay Johnson.
Waco High has firepower. It's just they got to get the guys the ball, especially in the air. They've got some really quick receivers. And offensively, except for that one interception, they're playing really good tonight.
Mentioned it is homecoming, so stay with us at halftime as we will show you the presentation of the homecoming king and queen for Waco High this year. There's the first of your 6 or 7 ladies.
Back deep, be number 18, Jimmy Edwards, to receive this kickoff from Waco High.
Pop it up to the short man at the 20. He's going to bring it to the middle of the field. And he'll race it all the way to the other end of the field. That's Gavin Johnson, a junior, with the kickoff return of about 80 yards.
Had a hole, just as wide. You could put 3 cars through that hole. That's unfortunate for Waco High that he was able to return that the distance. Big play for San Angelo to counter the big bomb that Waco High had just laid on them.
You see on the replay, he is going to outrace Lions to the end zone. Point after attempt coming up.
Holbert will be trying the extra point. Smith will be holding.
Got that one through the forks as well. 8:57 to go. Hey, that took all of 14 seconds to get on the board with that run of kickoff return. And our score now is 21-6 in favor of San Angelo Central.
Well, it'll be up to Waco High's offense to, they're going to have to counter that touchdown and get another long drive and get another score. Get that momentum going back in their favor. Going back for Waco will be Eric Taylor, number 1 on the far side. Chase Ryan's number 18 will be here on the near side on the 10-yard line. Caleb Holbert.
The last time they kicked it short.
Yeah, they kicked it right over here to Lane Jones here on the 30 last time on the right side.
Got Rayshawn Green in the middle short. Zay Johnson on the far side short just in case they don't want to kick it deep. Is a pooch kick and a fair catch called for and made by Rayshawn Green at the 25. Still plenty of time to overcome this 2-score deficit.
And with the speed of Waco High's receivers, that is going to force at least their secondary to play back.
Eduardo Guerrero, the center, has done a great job in shotgun snaps so far this year. He's got Jaden Johnson and Jerome Walker on each side of him, the guards. Fake the handoff. BJ gets away from the pursuit and will go out of bounds at the 33-yard line.
Tucker Beatty forcing them out of bounds. But like I said, they came in hard on the defense. And if he gets around the corner, there's no one else out there.
Pickup of 8 on the play. 2nd down and 2. Yes, the Bobcats may have the size, but I think Waco High has the speed factor over the Bobcats.
They do, absolutely. Offense versus their defense.
Hand off to Lane Jones, a spin move, only getting back to the line of scrimmage.
Gabriel Garcia with the tackle.
So the Lions face a 3rd down here. Jamarian Howard Crawford checks in for Tepete. Bad snap. BJ just going to throw it away. Does a good job of just getting it out of the reach of the defense. But going to bring up a 4th down and 3 deep in their own territory, and I don't think Ezra Martinez is that much of a riverboat gambler.
Punting will be B.J. Whitaker. Going back deep, I believe is number 1, Gabriel Garcia. For San Angelo, yep, that's number 1.
High end over end kick. Fair catch called for, and takes a San Angelo roll back into Waco territory. Finally killed there by Chance Rhines. But the Bobcats are going to have a short field here. They're just 49 yards away.
Yeah, 16 yards on the punt. Sets up San Angelo in great field position here on their 5th offensive series.
Eight minutes and a second left to go in our second quarter. San Angelo Central with a 21-6 lead. Waco High a little late getting their defense on the field. A whistle before the snap, and I think Waco High may have called a timeout. Sure enough, Waco High calls the timeout. They weren't ready.
Yeah, they were a little late getting out onto the field, like you said, and still a critical part of the game, only down to 2 scores. If the defense can stop them here and force a punt.
So far in the contest, San Angelo Central has run 18 plays for 140 yards. Waco High, meanwhile, has run 21 plays for 160 yards. Central's got 3 touchdowns out of their efforts, and Waco High just 1 touchdown. Of course, one of those touchdowns coming in special teams play on the kickoff return after the Waco High touchdown. Elijah Allen will be the running back on this series of downs for the Bobcats. Smith turns and hands it to him. A nice cutback will get him down to the 45-yard line.
Jalen Good with the tackle. He was helped by Lane Jones, who's come in and playing a little linebacker on the defensive side right now for Waco High.
Pickup of 5 on the play to the 44. Quick hitter out in the flat is complete. Catch made there by Jimmy Edwards, and picks up the first down. Edwards is kind of his go-to guy when he wants a first down.
Yeah, Chance Rhines with the tackle.
Down to the 35 for a gain of 9. And a first down. Stack the receivers to each side now. Fake the handoff down the middle of the field. Had 2 receivers there, and basically one took it away from the other. That looked like it was intended for Gavin Johnson, but Jimmy Edwards unable to come up with the catch. Too many receivers in the area.
Yeah. Waco High had plenty of defenders around. It was a perfectly laid-in pass, but they were in position to make the tackle if he did catch it.
2nd and 10. Edwards, the lone receiver to the right. Smith throws to the H-back this time. Well, he's a load to bring down as he gets it down inside the 15-yard line.
Yeah, he's one of those 6'3", 220-pounders.
Yeah, Kasner Stribling with the catch there. All the way down to the 14-yard line, a pickup of 21 yards on the play and another first down.
Yeah, Lane Jones was in on the tackle on that particular play.
Bobcats in the red zone again. And now Mark Smith wants a timeout to discuss things here. 6:23 left to go in our first half. Actually, it's Waco High that called the timeout. So the Bobcats still have all 3 of their timeouts. Waco High has just 1 left now.
Well, Coach Martinez is probably trying to just give his guys a breather also, because San Angelo has a fairly fast-paced tempo. Not super fast, but it's not super slow either. I mean, they get up to the line of scrimmage and go.
After the timeout, the Bobcats face 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They got 2 men in motion at the same time. They got to get set. Sure enough, they do. Empty backfield. Micah Smith looks across the middle and overthrows his H-back once again, trying to get that one out. Is that 18 or 81 or 88? A little tough to see.
Yeah, he was wide open. He just overthrew him. That would have been a touchdown.
Yeah. Trying to get that one to Judson Bright.
That's really the first time tonight that they've gotten behind our defenders.
Second down and 10. Fake the handoff to Allen, roll right, now rolling left, has some running room with a little blocking down the sideline. He'll take it out of bounds when he gets to the 6-yard line. 8-yard pickup that time for Micah Smith.
Yeah, he's knocked out of bounds by Lane Jones. No, that's not Lane. That's Chance Ryan. 6 and 8 look real close together out there.
Mm-hmm. 3rd and 2. They can get a first down without getting a touchdown, and probably in 4-down territory here. They think they have a flea play. Sure enough, they do throw the flag. Waco High intercepts it, but the play has been called dead because of Waco High was offside.
Yep.
So they'll pick up the first down on the penalty. It'll be 1st and goal at the 3.
Anthony Burton and Cameron Efron ran in the defensive line along with Mekhi Sutner.
Yeah, I was looking for that flag, but it didn't come as fast as I thought it might. Maybe the head linesman had a little trouble getting it out of his belt loop. The 1st and goal from the 3 for the Bobcats. Elijah Allen, the senior running back, next to the quarterback Micah Smith. Allen takes the handoff, bounces it around the left side, and will dive into the end zone for the touchdown.
Good piece of running by their running back there. Good offenses will take advantage of great field position and normally put it in for points to make you pay for that. As a short field, only 49-yard drive. We've got Hobart to try the extra point for San Angelo with Smith holding.
Good hold and snap. And ball goes through the uprights. 5:56 to go. First half. The Bobcats and San Angelo Central increased their lead to 28-6. Go 49 yards in 7 plays. Took 2 minutes and 5 seconds on that particular scoring drive.
But it's going to be up to Waco High, like I've been saying. They're going to have to take this ball, and they've got to score a touchdown on this particular possession. Hopefully chew up the rest of the clock and go in halftime just down 2 scores.
Now that's half the battle, is chewing up the clock and keeping the ball out of the hands of the opponent's offense.
Eric Taylor will be going deep, number 1 for Waco High on the far end. Chase Ryan's here on the near side on the 10-yard line. Received this kickoff from Caleb Hobart.
San Angelo last week made the trip to Belton, course, long trips for San Angelo is not that big a deal because they play out there in West Texas where their district requires a lot of travel. Pop-up kick coming to the near side, going to be checked up, taken up by Ryans. Ryans looking for a hole and won't find it. Gets to the 20-yard line, and that's it.
Davis Darby along with Mason Van Sickle stopping Ryans after just a very short gain off the kickoff.
Last year when these two teams played in San Angelo, the Bobcats basically played keep away, running 76 plays to just 43 for the Lions. And it's kind of stacking up that way right now. Whitaker at quarterback. Will roll to the right side, get a block, look to come back inside, and then a linebacker says, "You're not going this way."
Yeah, that was Mason Van Sickle, number 7. He's their stud linebacker.
Going to lose yardage back to the 17. A loss of 3 on the play. 2nd and 13. Jamarian Howard Crawford comes to the near side, stacks in behind the flanker. Whitaker rolls right, now stops and throws back across his body, and if Chance Ryans has some running room, got very close to first down yardage. Going to be marked down at the 29-yard line.
Cabo de la Garza with that tackle. Good piece of scrambling there by Whitaker.
Picked up 12 yards on the play, brings up 3rd down and 1. Made it kind of manageable now. Hutchins, the running back, faked the handoff to him. Whitaker keeps it, gets a good block from Zay Johnson on the end, and then goes out of bounds when he gets to the 42-yard line. Nice run by B.J. Whitaker.
Speed is hard to defend, and if you can get that block on the corner, Whitaker can get around there and really make some good yardage.
Picked up 13 on the play, which gives him now 63 yards on 10 carries. 6 yards a carry, not a bad night.
Looks like we've got Ramon Hutchins in at running back, Lark.
3 receivers on the right side. Hutchins gets the handoff and runs into the defensive end.
Yeah, Mason Van Sickle, number 7.
Said that name a couple of times already. Just 2 yards on the play for Hutch.
Yeah, that's 51 also. Brian Sandoval. He's only 265 pounds. Big nose guard.
Say he got to the 44-yard line. He's between the 42 and 43. Actually, it's 43, Lark. Fake the handoff, throw in the flat. Good moves by Zay Johnson, but unable to get away. But he does have it across the 45 to the 46 for just a 4-yard pickup.
Noah Rogers defending on the play. I mean, they continue to send 5 players every play in against this on their defense, from their defensive line, their linebacker. They're just bringing the heat.
Well, 3rd down and 6, they call it. From the 46-yard line, and Waco's into the field. 3:10 and rolling left to the 2nd quarter. Lions looking for their 2nd first down in this drive. Now a timeout called by Waco High before the snap. Apparently, head coach Ezra Martinez saw something about the defense he didn't like, and Waco High has used their final timeout of the half. That's not what the scoreboard indicates, but
yeah, they've definitely used all 3 of them.
Yeah. Again, stay with us at halftime as we will bring you the crowning of the homecoming king and queen. Folks in the stands waiting in anticipation of those announcements. You can read it if you pull it. There you go. Get loud or go home.
Well, this is really a big play for Waco High. They've got to keep extending this drive and not give the ball back to San Angelo at all.
Lions come out with three receivers to the right. Lone receiver to the, or excuse me, three receivers left, a lone receiver to the right. BJ having to chase down the snap. Retreats, now throws deep, and it's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Davis Darby. That was just an ill-advised play. He should have just thrown it out of bounds and lived for another down.
Well, it almost works like a punt to some degree. Gets it to the 45-yard line in enemy territory. And that's where San Angelo Central will have one more opportunity with 2:50 left to go in the first half. They're on top of Waco High by a score of 28-6. Second turnover against Waco High in the passing game. Got four receivers, three on this side, one on the far side. A few times we've seen that from the Bobcats, and they do a wide receiver screen. Get that one out to Jimmy Edwards.
Jalen Good finally tackling him. Zane Jones nearly had him, but didn't quite come up with the tackle, and Jalen Good put him down to the ground.
Picked up 14 on the play to the Waco High 41. Micah Smith, junior quarterback, looks to the sideline. His dad and the offensive coordinator over there signaling in. Davion Johnson, the running back next to him. Johnson takes the handoff, goes over right tackle across the 40, down to the 39-yard line, just a 2-yard pickup.
That's Leonard in on the tackle. Good piece of defensive play there by Waco High.
And now this is the 2-minute timeout before the halftime, so there is 2 minutes left to our first half of play. And it's been pretty much all San Angelo Central. They've taken advantage of one Waco High turnover and also got a punt return. So defense and special teams have played a big part in this one so far.
Right. It's like I talked earlier. Waco High's special teams have just they've got to play flawless. And a couple of interceptions on Whitaker have hurt them too tonight. Defense, though, overall, I personally believe has played really good tonight. They really haven't given up any big gainers. And for the most part, when San Angelo has thrown the ball, only one time did they get behind our defender, and he overthrew that pass. Thank goodness.
Mm-hmm. Lions are back home next week, starting district play against Brenham. 2nd down and 8 from the 39. Quick pass in the flat to Edwards at the 35, and he's brought down by
Taylor.
Yeah, Taylor, real quickly out to the 34-yard line and pick up a 5 on that play.
Keith Johnson, Rashawn Green, Tyler Freeman, Eric Taylor, and D'Angelo Campos make up the defensive secondary for Waco.
3rd down and 3. Clock rolling with 1.5 minutes left to go in the first half. Smith looking long, will go deep, has a man, and just out of his reach. Gavin Johnson trying to chase that one down just right off the fingertips.
Defending was Leonard, number 14, along with number 10, the safety, Keith Johnson for Waco.
Once again, on 4th down, the Bobcats going to go for it here. Sends dribbling out as a wide receiver to the near side in the slot. He's out there with Jimmy Edwards on the right side. Edwards has been the favorite target of Smith so far, but he goes to the left side and overthrows his man. Once again, a little bit too tall for Colton Hill, and the ball's going to go over on downs.
Good defensive stand by Waco High. Take the ball on the 36-yard line. I believe that might be their best field position of the evening.
Minute 18 left to go. Waco High with a little bit of time to work with here. Their one touchdown came as a sudden 6, basically. 3 plays, 79 yards, scoring on a 73-yard pass to Zay Johnson. Whitaker turns and hands the ball off to Lane Jones. Jones, a good job of staying on his feet and getting some good downfield blocking by Jerome Walker. Gets it down to the 41-yard line.
Van Sickle in on the tackle.
Pick up a 7 on the play.
Jones with some good hard running there. He's an impressive runner.
Certainly is.
He's only a sophomore.
Checking in at the wingback spot is Demarion Elliott. Whitaker gets out from under the rush, looking upfield. Now we'll throw it away. Didn't have a receiver.
No, and it was under heavy duress there.
40 seconds remain in the first half. See BJ trying to get loose, but finally having to get up the ghost. Need the 44 for a new set of downs, but they're running out of time here in the half. Handoff goes in the backfield. Good hard run there by Hutchings to pick up the first down to the 48.
Good blocking by the offensive line to give him a nice hole to get through.
Clock stopped as the chains moved. Waco High quickly to the line of scrimmage. Hutchings gets the ball again and gets it close to midfield. Going to mark him at the 48 for a 1-yard gain. Second down and 9. Clock rolling with 10 seconds left. Probably the last play of the third quarter here. Now they give Waco High another timeout. I could have sworn they were out of timeouts, but maybe one of those timeouts was marked for San Angelo, but it looked like it was indicated for Waco High.
Right, because they still show 3 on the scoreboard for San Angelo.
Yeah. It wasn't until the Bobcats had the ball for the second time that they were able to get on the scoreboard. That came with 17 seconds left to go in our first quarter when they took a 7-0 lead. Then the interception set them up for a 1-yard touchdown run by Johnson to go up 14-0. Well, here we go with 6 seconds left to go. BJ out from the rush. Has lots of running room now. He throws upfield to Zay Johnson. Johnson knocked out of bounds at the 30-yard line, but that's as far as it's going to go as we are out of time. That's going to be a 22-yard pass to Zay Johnson to end the half. So after the first 24 minutes, we go to the locker room with San Angelo Central on top of Waco High by a score of 28-6. Stay with us. Halftime activities coming up next.
My favorite part of AV is the amount of independence we're given.
We have pretty much good freedom on what we can do.
I feel like it's a creative space, something that you can use your imagination. This new studio, hopefully I can work and be behind the scenes, work with the others.
I'm most excited about being able to record on such a big space compared to previous years.
The space we're in right now. This is an entire new studio with a desk and a ton of cameras, spotlights.
I'm very excited to, I guess, play with these new gadgets that we're given. I personally never even thought I would do something like this.
I'm getting experience and I'm learning.
And it's definitely a chance for students to uncover maybe some of their interests that they never even thought they would have before.
It's a ton of fun. Every day I am excited for this class.
I think it'll be a lot of fun if you join.
Dream it, you can achieve it.
So definitely join AV.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm LaShonda Gaines, and my co-announcer for the evening is Christopher Freeman. Waco High School would like to welcome you to the 2025 Homecoming festivities and introduce the Queen and King candidates. Our WHS JROTC Sabre team will be providing the entrance for our court and guests. Our WHS band will be providing the school alma mater and in the background.
Tonight, accompanied by Waco High School Principal, Mr. Joseph Alexander, and Associate Principal, Mrs. Katrina Smith, our 2024 Homecoming King, Xavier Amos, and the 2024 Homecoming Queen, Trinity Freeman, who will be crowning tonight's 2025 Homecoming King and Queen. The candidates were nominated by their senior peers and voted for by the entire Waco High School.
First Queen nominee is Aurelia Victoria Cruz. Aurelia Victoria Cruz is escorted by her mother, Juana Maria Cruz, and her cousin, Alyssa Moya. Aurelia has been a dedicated member of the Scarlet Line drill team for the past 3 years, showing her commitment to her teamwork and performance. She is a certified nursing assistant and currently working towards her CCMA certification, demonstrating her dedication to the healthcare field. In her free time, Aurelie enjoys dancing, exploring all styles, shopping, and expressing her creativity through makeup. She also loves walking and cherishing spending time with her friends and family. After graduation, Aurelie plans to attend Texas A&M University, major in biology, and the goal of becoming an anesthesiologist. Let's give a warm round of applause for Aurelie Victoria Cruz.
The first King nominee is Matthew Everett, escorted by his parents, Elizabeth and Scott Everett. Matthew is a valued member of the Waco High Band and enjoys spending time with his girlfriend and playing soccer. After graduation, he plans to attend Randolph-Macon College to study sports medicine with the goal of becoming a sports medicine physician. Let's give a warm round of applause for Matthew Everett.
The second Queen nominee is Riviera McLean, escorted by her father, Archie McLean, and her friend, Jayla Dowdy. Riviera is a proud member of Waco High Student Council and a varsity thrower for the Lion track and field team. Since her freshman year, she has served as a dedicated manager for the Scarlet Line drill team. In her free time, Riviera has enjoyed spending quality moments with her family and friends, styling hair, and playing with her beloved nieces and nephews. After graduation, she plans to pursue a career in social work and public health, with the goal of becoming a CPS worker. Let's give it a round of applause for Riviera McLean.
The second King nominee is Benny Graves. He is escorted by his parents, Benny Graves and Raviana Duncan. Benny plays on the varsity football team. He enjoys drawing, working on his car, making money, and of course, affectionately annoying his mom. He has big plans for the future, aiming to play football at the next level. Let's give a warm round of applause for Benny Graves.
Daniela Mercado is our third Queen nominee. She is escorted by her favorite teachers, Nicole Bates-Toll and Jonah Toll. Daniela is a senior class president, the founder of the president of the Recycling Club, vice president of Upward Bound, and the treasurer for Interact Club. She's also a member of Varsity Cheer, National Honor Society, Lead, and the Speech and Debate team, where she serves as captain as well on the powerlifting team, superintendent scholar, and academic achiever. In her free time, Daniela enjoys playing the guitar, going to concerts, and sampling all kinds of food. After graduation, she plans to attend a top 20 university to major in business and pursue her dream of becoming a big law attorney. Let's give a round of applause for Daniela Mercado.
Jason Jordan Alvarez is our third King nominee. He is escorted by his father, Luis Jordan, and his grandmother, Guadalupe Jordan. Jason is a dedicated member of the Waco High varsity soccer team and the cross-country team. He enjoys fishing and playing soccer in his free time. After graduation, Jason plans to either join the Navy or continue his soccer career at the collegiate level. Let's give a warm round of applause for Jason Jordan Alvarez.
Our fourth Queen nominee is Kaylee Tyler. She's escorted by her grandparents, Rosemary Rios and Robert Rios. Kaylee is a dedicated member of Student Council, and she serves as captain of the Scarlet Line drill team. She's also a certified nursing assistant and is working towards her pharmacy technician certification at the Greater Waco Healthcare Academy. In her free time, Kaylee loves to dance, spend time with her loved ones, cook, and paint. After graduation, she plans to attend Baylor University to major in genetic counseling. Let's give a round of applause for Kaylee Tyler.
Our fourth King nominee is Stephen Talley. He is escorted by his parents, Melissa and David Talley. Stephen is the captain of the Waco High soccer team and keeps the beat as a quads player in our marching band. He is a proud member of the National Honor Society and also plays competitive soccer outside of school. Stephen enjoys playing soccer, hanging out with friends, and spending quality time with his loved ones. After graduation, he will attend Howard Payne University, where he will play soccer and major in sports medicine while also serving his nation in the Army National Guard. Let's give a big round of applause for Stephen Talley.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for your 2025 homecoming court.
Now the moments we've been waiting for. Band, can we please get a drum roll?
Homecoming king is Mr. Stephen Talley. And our 2025 homecoming queen is Miss Kaylee Tyler.
Congratulations to the King and Queen. Congratulations to the special thanks to the Waco High Student Council, JROTC, and the Waco High Band. I want to say hi to the Thank you for having us.
The Waco High Art Club is more than just art students. It's for everyone who enjoys art. Students get together to enhance their creative skills, help the community, and work on fun projects. If you'd like to make art with us, join us every week on Wednesday in room F204. Join the art club today.
I'm Khalil Davis, and I'm here with our homecoming king and queen. So tell me, how does it feel to be homecoming queen?
It's an honor. It feels really good to be recognized by my school in this way.
That's great. And how does it feel to be homecoming king?
I feel really good. I worked pretty hard on this, and so did my fellow classmates.
That's good. And how hard did you guys campaign?
Super hard.
Pretty good amount.
And what would you like to say to students in the future who wants to become homecoming king or queen?
I would say have a lot of school spirit, support your school, and be there. Yeah.
Make lots of friends.
You hear that, guys? Makes lots of friends. Thank you for your time, and I hope y'all enjoy y'all's nights.
Thank you.
Hope you enjoyed our halftime activities, and congratulations to Stephen and Kaylee as they were announced as the king and queen for 2025 at Waco High. Give you some first half stats. Pretty much, believe it or not, kind of favors Waco High, except when it comes to the scoreboard. San Angelo on top by a score 28-6 at half. Waco High is 6 first downs to 10 for the Central Bobcats. Waco High has run 23 offensive plays for 232 yards, while the Bobcats have run 29 plays for 166 yards. A lot of Waco High's offense has come on the ground, 18 plays for 104 yards. They've passed 14 times, completed 8 for 128 yards. That's some fairly balanced offense there. The Bobcats, they have rushed the ball 14 times for 93 yards. They've passed it 15 times, completed 8 for 73 yards. So the Waco High defense doing its job. It's been pretty much special teams and an interception that has given the Bobcats the opportunity to take the lead. It's been a relatively penalty-free first half. Waco High penalized twice. One of those was half the distance to the goal, so they've only been penalized for 13 yards, and time of possession belongs to Waco and 13 seconds. Our leading rusher so far in the game is Waco High's quarterback, B.J. Whitaker, who has carried the ball 10 times for 63 yards. Lane Jones has 5 carries for 24, and Ramon Hutchings 3 carries for 17 yards for the Lions. Meanwhile, for San Angelo, their leading rusher is Darius Hewitt, who's carried only 4 times for 48 yards. 24 yards for Xavier Johnson on 6 carries. 13 yards for Elijah Allen on 3 carries. And Micah Smith has carried at 1 time for 8 yards. In the passing department, B.J. Whitaker, 8 of 14 for 128 yards. Zay Johnson has been his favorite target. He's caught 5 passes for 101 yards. Of course, one of those was the long 79-yard touchdown pass that got Waco High on the board. Jamarian Howard Crawford has caught 2 passes for 29 yards. As far as Angelo Central, Micah Smith, 8 for 15 for just 73 yards. Their top receiver is Jimmy Edwards, 5 catches for 49 yards. Kasner Stribling has caught 1 for 21 yards, and Colton Hill 2 for 12 yards. That's pretty much the tail of the tape in our first half of play. And, you know, really, Hal, it's been kind of an even ball game except for the turnover and the kick return.
Absolutely. Kickoff return and then setting them up on the 1-yard line on about a 25-yard pass interception return. That's 14 points. But overall, this is the Waco High's offensively is playing really well tonight. Minus a couple of interceptions that have hurt them for sure, but moving the football, I like the having Whitaker quarterback and then Lane Jones at running back. They've been able to get around the edge against San Angelo with their speed. They are faster than San Angelo. Be interested to see if we make any offensive adjustments regarding our passing game, maybe to help out, because they are, San Angelo for sure, sending 4 and 5 guys every time to loosen them up a little bit. We'll see. We'll see what happens. We've got another 24 minutes to play here.
Bobcats will get the ball first here in the second half. Waco High won the toss and elected to take the ball. Last year when these two teams met in San Angelo, the Bobcats won it 24-9. Both teams finished under 500 last year. The Lions at 2-8, the Bobcats at 4-6. So both of them are looking to improve. The Bobcats under second-year head coach Mark Smith, and the Lions under first-year head coach Ezra Martinez.
Jimmy Edwards will be back for San Angelo. 42 will be kicking off for Waco High. We apologize. We just don't have a name to go with that number tonight.
So pop-up coming to the near side, and a fair catch caught for and made at the 34-yard line by Elijah Allen, and that's where the Bobcats will have the ball first here in the second half. Like they're going to mark it at the 34, yeah. Again, their offense is led by their center, Parker Havercraft. The guards are Christian McAllister and Ethan Boyd. The tackles, Braden Suter and Israel Martinez. Micah Smith is their junior quarterback, stands in at 6 foot, 175. He's the coach's son. He'll turn and hand it off to Xavier Johnson, who did not have many carries in the first half, but gets yardage about 8 yards on that play.
Jalen Good along with Jamie and Dugas on the tackle.
Out to the 42-yard line. Second down and 8. Trips to the right. Single receiver to the near side. I believe that's Gabriel Garcia. They shift Johnson to the right side of the quarterback and hand it off to him. He'll get the first down as he gets up to the 45-yard line for a gain of 3.
Deshaun Moore and Jamie and Dugas bringing them down.
And with a 3-score lead, I expect Mark Smith to do a lot more of this. Just run the ball up the middle as long as he can continue to get first downs.
Right, they're going to try to take their size advantage and use it here in the second half.
This is Stribling in motion. Fake the handoff, throw in the flat, complete to Garcia, and Garcia steps out of bounds at the 49-yard line.
Eric Taylor defending on the play.
It's a pickup of 4 on the play. Second down and 6 at the 49. Handoff once again goes to Johnson. Johnson will get only a yard out to the 50.
Yeah, that was Lane Jones in on the tackle, number 8.
Seeing him on both sides of the ball tonight for Waco High. Brings up a third down and 5. Three receivers to the left. There's also a tight end to the left. He stays in the block, though. So does the running back. Throw is complete out to Edwards at the 40-yard line. He has a first down, and then he's corralled by the Waco Lions after a gain of 10.
Lane Jones again on tackle. Nice pass by their quarterback out there to the wide receiver.
Edwards has been his number one go-to guy when he needs to get a first down. I believe that's the third time tonight they've connected on a 3rd and long.
There's a 5'11", 175-pounder.
Tight end to the left. Now they'll both move over to the right side. Smith checks with the sideline to change the play with under 10 to go on the play clock. And hands it off up the middle. Lots of running room there for Darius Hewitt.
Tyler Freeman and Jalen Good finally corral him, but not until he gets the first down.
Third first down in the drive for the Bobcats, which started back at their own 34. They're already down to the Waco High 29 after that 11-yard pickup for Hewitt.
Waco High's put in their second defensive line right now to get the first stringers a rest.
Pitch in the inside pitch to Stribling, I believe. Or check that as number 12, Colton Hill. That's a forward pass to Hill.
Keith Johnson defending on the play. We got Taylor Freeman coming into the ball game for Rashawn Green.
That was a 13-yard pass play down to the 16-yard line, where it's another first down in this drive for the Bobcats. Had the ball for about 3 minutes to open the second half here. Stripling in motion. He'll come back to the right side and lead block for the running back, Hewitt.
Eric Taylor and Chance Rhines defending on the play.
Going to give Hewitt 3 yards on the play to bring up second down and 7 from the Waco 13.
We got Burton, Barnett, and Efren in the defensive line right there for Waco High.
9th play of the drive, and dare I say that the Bobcats have not committed a penalty yet tonight. Back to pass. Smith looking across the middle, throws for the end zone, and a nice catch made there in the back of the end zone by Colton Hill for the touchdown.
Yeah, the big target to hit, 6'3", 175-pounder. Well-designed play. Well-executed drive here to start the second half for San Angelo. Caleb Holbert will attempt the extra point with Smith holding for San Angelo.
He has hit on all his conversions so far tonight. Snap's good. Hold is dropped, though. Smith on the fire delivers, and the point after is not going to be any good. A little difficulty in bringing on the snap.
Right.
It's going to keep the score at 34-6 in favor of San Angelo Central with 8:28 to go in the third quarter. They go 66 yards in 9 plays. Took 3 minutes and 32 seconds off the third quarter clock to take this 34-6 lead on Waco High. Good sharp drive by the Bobcats there to open up the second half.
Right, and again with no penalties, they had no penalties at all in the first half, and just well executed precision offense on that particular series.
Now this is one of those games that the Waco High coaches can set up the film and show their offense, the offense for Central, and say, this is the way it's done.
That's correct.
You do it this way every week, you got a real good chance of picking up a W.
Eric Taylor will be here on the near side for Waco High on about the 15-yard line. On the far side will be 18 Chase Rhines for Waco, getting ready to get this kickoff from Caleb Holbert from San Angelo.
He has kicked them deep, and he has kicked them shallow. This one he will kick deep. It lands at the 5-yard line and just barely gets into the end zone. So Waco High will get it at the 25-yard line. A little dangerous letting that one go by.
Yes, sir. Well, good chance here for the Waco offense to see if they can manufacture a 75-yard drive themselves.
First time they've been on the field here in the second half. Eduardo Guerrero is the center. Jaden Johnson and Jerome Walker are the guards. The tackles are Patrick Jones and Demarion Basie.
Looks like we got Jordan Alvarez into quarterback to start at least here in the second half.
We do have a new quarterback in Jordan Alvarez. He's got Ramon Hutchings in the backfield with him. Hutchings gets the handoff, and he is blasted before he can get going.
Brian Sandoval, 5'11", 265 pounds, went right through that offensive line and chewed him up pretty good there.
He's the one that picked off a pass earlier and got it to the 1-yard line. Hutchings loses 3 on the play. 2nd and 13 at the 22. Alvarez again hands it off to Hutchings. We've got a flag thrown where we normally see holding.
Mm-hmm. They're just flat out bringing the house on every play nearly defensively. And
we got illegal hands to the face
okay.
from San Angelo. That's the first penalty against the Bobcats tonight. That's a personal foul, 15 yards, and gives Waco High a first down. They mark it off like I think they should. It should be out at the 40-yard line. They're pretty close to. Put it down at the 37.
Yeah, he's moved Whitaker out to receiver.
Yeah, he's the lone receiver to the left of the formation. Three receivers to the right. Alvarez back to pass, gets out from under a rush, and now just has to throw it away. Had Whitaker long, but he just didn't have time to get it there.
They brought 5 guys. That's just one-on-one blocking. Offensive line is going to have to pick these guys off and stop them. Got to give our quarterbacks a chance to complete some passes.
Seems I remember earlier in the game you said that it was going to be tough to keep that defensive line in check later because they've got a few extra bodies over there and they can get some fresh legs out there against that offensive line who's been out there the entire game. Alvarez drops back, throws deep for Whitaker. It's a little underthrown. Whitaker tries to come back for it, but unable to get to it.
Yeah, Alvarez, he got blasted on as soon as he cut loose with that ball. They were putting a lot of heat.
So it's 3rd and 10. From the 37 in Waco end of the field, and Bobcats are going to do a full line change up front. Alvarez on the drop back, throws underneath to Jones on the screen. A flag comes in. Jones stays on his feet, reaching for the first down. Got a feeling this is coming back. I think we saw a hold up the field.
Yep. Really good effort, though, by Jones. He's just a really good athlete.
Yeah, they're talking to Ezra Martinez about that. I don't know if they're explaining the penalty or asking him what his choice is here. It's a defensive holding call.
Okay. Second penalty of the game, both on this drive by San Angelo, helping out Waco High.
10-yard walk-off gives them another first down. Both of them in this drive have come off of penalties. Moves the ball out to the 47-yard line. Now the officials want to have a little discussion. I think they've got everything set like they want it. Alvarez with the handoff. Very little running room there for, I believe that's LV Marshall in the game there.
Cabo De La Garza, number 25, in on the tackle.
Yeah, first carry for Marshall on the night. Give him just a yard out to the 48. Alvarez drops back this time, looks deep and throws long, going for Zay Johnson. Johnson's got it at the 15 and tumbles all the way down to the 5. There's a fumble at the end of the play. There's no whistles, and I believe they're going to say that it's a completion and a fumble. I don't know if we've got a replay, if we can do a replay or not, but that's the call, and Ezra Martinez wants an explanation. I don't blame him. They got the completion all the way to the 5-yard line. Let's see if on the replay, if we can see where, if there's a fumble. Well, it could be either an incompletion, a fumble, or he's down with the ball, but they're going to give the ball to the Bobcats at their own 5-yard line, 1st and 10 with 6:30 left to go, and that's the third turnover of the game against Waco High.
Alvarez had great protection that time. He had plenty of time to throw, and you saw he threw about a 50-yard bomb there, so he's a gifted athlete also.
Yeah, it was a 48-yard completion. Handoff going to the right side is Hewitt. Or excuse me, that's 21. Xavier Johnson with the carry.
Amir Medlock with the tackle.
Gets it out to the 11-yard line for a 7-yard pickup. 2nd and 3. Smith to throw, going long down the far sideline, has a man open, and then once again it's Edwards coming up with the catch. Jimmy Edwards is the guy that gets them out of the hole whenever they need a third down or a long pass, and gets us all the way out to the 50. That's a 39-yard pitch and catch that gets them the first down, and they're quickly up to the line of scrimmage, handed off once again in the backfield.
We got a flag
to Johnson, and a flag on the play. Well, we were relatively penalty-free in the first half, but all of a sudden have a rash of penalties here, and this was going to go against the Bobcats. Rodney Sims tells us all about it. Holding penalty against the offense will move them back to the 40-yard line in their end of the field, where it'll be 1st and 20.
Well, let's see if the Waco High defense now, it's 1st and 20, can make it, get them 3 and out and make them punt the ball back to them.
Micah Smith again looking long, this time down the middle of the field, and gets it a little too far out of the reach of Edwards, as he was behind the defense but couldn't catch up to the pass.
Tyler Freeman defending on the play for Waco.
Hand off in the backfield once again to Davian Johnson.
Again, Jalen Good bringing them down.
Johnson picks up about 7 on the play. He's up a 3rd and 13. They have to get to the Waco High 40 to pick up a new series of downs. Where's number 18? Because I believe the ball's going to him or Hill. Well, Smith has some running room and will now take off, and he'll have the first down and then get out of bounds when he gets to the 37-yard line and Waco's into the field. Smart play there by Micah Smith.
It was a good piece of running. He had one defender to defeat, and he did defeat him for that first down on that run.
Picked up 16 in the first down. He has not carried the ball often tonight. Got him. That was just his second carry. He's got 23 yards. He's got a nice stable of running backs behind him, and Darius Hewitt, Elijah Allen, and Xavier Johnson. Hands it off. Once again, it's Johnson with the carry.
Michael Lander bringing him down to the turf.
He'll take it down to the 33 for a 4-yard pickup.
Waco High substituting back in their first string defensive line.
Wide to the far side is Colton Hill. "11 seconds left on the play clock as they get the play in. I don't think Stribling knows exactly where he needs to be. He's out there blocking for Johnson, and Johnson's going to get close to the first down around the 26-yard line.
Once again, Jalen Good with the tackle for Waco High.
He did pick up 7 yards on the play and the first down, third first down in this drive for the Bobcats and started back at their own 5-yard line. Jimmy Edwards, the wide receiver at the top of your screen. Handoff, though, goes to Johnson. He finds a broad hole on the right side and is going to take it toward the corner of the end zone. He dives, and did he get in? No, they say he stepped out at the 3.
Taylor Freeman, I believe, was able to push him out.
He picked up 23 yards to get it to the lip of the cup.
Yeah, I think you're starting to see a little fatigue factor kicking in against Waco High at this point.
Be the 9th play of the drive. Shot a pistol formation here. Handed off to Johnson going around the right side, and he'll get into the end zone for the touchdown.
Caleb Hobart coming in to attempt the extra point with Smith holding.
Last time they bobbled the snap. Good snap hold this time, and the kick is on its way and good. We've got 3:16 left to go in the third quarter. And the Bobcats of San Angelo Central have extended their lead to 41-6 over the Waco Lions with a 9-play, 95-yard drive that took 3 minutes and 14 seconds.
Yeah, they've had 2 drives, 2 possessions, 2 touchdowns, 161 yards of offense here in the second half. They're starting to lean on their offense is just larger, and they're just starting to lean a little bit more on Waco High's defense.
Again, they play in that very tough 6A district out in West Texas with Midland, Midland Lee, Odessa Permian, Friendship. Always a tough 6A district out west. Looks like they're going to be very competitive against that group.
Eric Taylor, number 1, here be on the near side, along with his buddy Chase Rhines, number 18, on the far side to receive this kickoff from Caleb Hobart.
This will come down about the 5-yard line to Rhines. To the 10, the 15, he reverses field, finds a little bit of a crease, gets it across the 20 up to about the 23-yard line. Here you see the replay. You'll see that he finds a little bit of a sliver as he changes directions here. Dives forward to get as much yardage as he can. It'll be Jordan Alvarez at the quarterback spot again. LV Marshall in the backfield. Whitaker will go wide to the far side. Over there with Chase Rhines. Zay Johnson to the near side. Handoff goes to Marshall, and he is hammered. He gets a loss of 2 yards on the play.
Just no hole opened up for him by the offensive line.
Rhines will join Johnson on the right side. Whitaker by himself on the left side. Alvarez back to pass, gets good protection this time. Throws in the flat for Whitaker. Whitaker trying to stay on his feet and gets to the 30-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and they're still going to be 2 yards shy of the first down.
Really nice pass there by Alvarez over to Whitaker. Just a good bullet. Well executed play. You can give Alvarez some time. He can complete the passes.
Give him 11-yard pickup to the 31 where it's 3rd down and 1. And off for the first down to L.V. Marshall. They'll give him forward progress to the 35, a 4-yard pickup and a first down for Waco High.
Mason Van Sickle, one of the tacklers there for San Angelo.
Marshall going to come out of the game. Lane Jones will take over at the running back spot. It's the second game at quarterback for Alvarez. He hands it off to Jones. Jones, some upright running and some great running. Will get about 5, maybe 6 yards out of the play up to the 41-yard line.
Carried about 3 tacklers, about 5 yards. Broke through his first 2 defenders. He just ran over them.
Out to the 41. Under a minute left to our third quarter. 2nd down and 4. Timing was off on that one, and the pass is going to be incomplete, intended for Chase Ryans.
Yeah, the snap was a little off the center, and that did mess up the play.
Third down and 4. L.V. Marshall back at the running back spot. Alvarez drops back, throws deep, and a little long for Chase Ryans. I don't know if Ryans ran a route that Alvarez was expecting it to be a little longer. Once again, it'll be the punt team out for Waco High.
Gabriel Garcia, number 1, along with number 12, Colton Hill, to receive this punt from B.J. Whitaker.
If B.J. sees an opening, he may try to run for a first down, but we'll see. Jaden, the great pass late to the punt team on the line. Good snap back. Whitaker does punt it. End over end kick. Going to be taken at the 26-yard line with a flag down the field. I don't know if that's holding by the return team or the kick team, but we've got a flag at the 45-yard line.
There's actually 32 yards on the punt, and
all the way back to the 27 is where they mark it, but let's see what the meaning of the flag is. Or did he pick it up? Still waiting for Rodney Sims to give us some indication, but I think maybe they've just picked it up. 34 seconds left to go in the third quarter. The Bobcats on top 41-6. Micah Smith hands it off. Little shoot move there by the running back Elijah Allen to get him up to the 29-yard line for 2-yard gain.
Yeah, Chance Ryan stood him up, stopped him in his tracks.
Let's see if Mark Smith decides to run out the third quarter before he calls another play, and I believe that's going to be the play here. So we head to the final 12 minutes of this one with San Angelo Central in control over the Waco Lions by a score of 41-6. Want to thank our Leaping Lions production crew for all their hard work tonight. Crew consists of August Zimmerman, Yuretson Garcia, Melanie Ramos, Donovan Mitchell, Khalil Davis, Ariana Madrigal, Alana Bond, and all under the direction of their instructor, Will Burney. Guys and gals, we certainly appreciate your work tonight here at Waco ISD Stadium. After 3 quarters on the stats, well, the Bobcats kind of took over the stats in this third quarter. They've run 48 plays for 341 yards now. The Lions 43 plays for 297. I do remember Waco High having more yardage at halftime than the Bobcats, but Bobcats really took over in this period. They've run 4 touchdown plays and 4 touchdown runs and 1 touchdown pass in the game. Also scored on a kick return. Second down and 8 to start the fourth quarter. At the 29. Pass is complete out in the flat to Colton Hill. Hill takes it up near first down yardage, and sure enough, they're going to give it to him.
Jalen Good along with Amir Medlock on the tackle of the receiver.
Give him 9 on the play, and another first down for the Bobcats.
Well, the playbook's pretty open for San Angelo. They can either be conservative and run it, or they can try all the pass plays they need to.
Somewhat surprised to see that Micah Smith is still in the game at quarterback.
I agree with you.
Turn and hand the ball off. Once again, it's Allen running around the left side this time. They'll give him progress up to the 41 and a gain of 3 on the play.
Once again, Jalen Good. If Jalen gets a hold of you, you're going down. He just does not lose tackles ever. Michael Leonard also was helping Good on that play.
Waco High starting to substitute liberally on the defense to get some guys some looks. Second and 7. Allen has a big hole up the middle. And if it's not for somebody grabbing him by his shirt tail, he's gone to the house.
Yeah, Tyler Freeman finally stopped him, 20. Good piece of running there by the running back.
Picked up 23 on the play. And another first down for the Bobkitties.
Bronshaw Dugas is just checked into the ball game, seeing his first action, number 9 for Waco High.
Edwards goes in motion. They hand it off, though, to Allen coming around the right side. Jalen Good says, "You're going down here, son."
Yep. Really, really good defender for Waco High.
Gain of only 4 on the play to bring up second down and 6 at the Waco 32.
Taylor Freeman checking in at a cornerback position for Waco.
Another check with me play from the sideline. Jacoby Jones, excuse me, that's Judson Bright, the tight end on the near side for the Bobcats. Smith looking to pass. It is complete. A couple of guys could have caught it, but it was Colton Hill who leaped up high enough to bring it down.
Lane Jones in on the tackle.
And another first down. Down to the 20-yard line after that 12-yard pickup. Bobcat offense just pretty much moving at will right now. Under 9 minutes left to play in the game. Handoff this time to Hewitt. Hewitt carries it all the way down to the 14-yard line. 6 yards on that carry.
I believe that was Tyler Freeman in on the tackle.
Play number 8 in this drive that started back at the 27. Hewitt, a junior, 5'10", 180. One of 3 running backs that the Bobcats have used tonight. Fakes the handoff, throw across the middle, and it's complete down to the 2-yard line. Making the catch there is Kasner Stribling, the tight end.
Tyler Freeman defending on that pass play.
Going to be first and goal after the 12-yard pass to Stribling.
Amir Medlock checking into the ball game. Lane Jones checking out.
Well, they've scored on 9 play drives twice before, and this is the 9th play of this drive. As timeout's been called by Waco High to try to get a little bit of a breather here and see if they can't figure out how to keep the Bobcats out of the end zone. Bobcats now over 400 yards of offense on 55 snaps. But the Lions in the process have learned something about their ball club and can take those lessons into practice this week and see if they can't find some wins, starting with district play, which gets underway in 2 weeks. They get time off next week to maybe get some injuries figured out, healed up. Edwards goes in motion. He'll take the quick pitch, turns it upfield, and gets into the end zone for the 2-yard passing touchdown. That's a second touchdown of the night for Colton Hill.
Caleb Hobart to attempt the extra point. We're going to have a new holder, be Parker Neal, number 14.
Kick is good. 7:44 left to go. And the Bobcats' lead is stretched out to 48-6.
Well, that's 3 drives and 3 possessions, all over 60 yards each. Well-executed offense by San Angelo here in the second half.
Bobcats go 63 yards in 9 plays and took 450 off the second half clock to move out to the 48-6 lead over Waco High.
Once again, Eric Taylor and Chance Rhines will go deep for Waco. As San Angelo will be ready to kick off with number 84, Caleb Hobart.
Do you remember a day when mums were only about the size of a grapefruit? Pop up, going to come to the 21-yard line. A fair catch called for there by Zay Johnson. That should give the ball to Waco High at the 25. It'll still be Jordan Alvarez at the quarterback spot. He has gone the distance here in the second half. LV Marshall is running back in the backfield. B.J. Whitaker, the wide receiver, at the bottom of your screen. Handoff goes to Marshall, and Marshall is smothered before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
Chris Walker with that tackle, 5'9", 190-pound linebacker.
Loss of 1 back to the 24. Second down and 11. Rhines will go wide to the right. Leaves Whitaker by himself Guarded by Gabriel Rodriguez. Alvarez is going for Whitaker down the middle of the field and just a little out of his reach. Rodriguez right there with him step for step.
Good coverage by Rodriguez. Really good pass by Jordan Alvarez.
We're getting a lot of substitutes on the defensive line for the Bobcats. Tried to get it to Whitaker on the wide receiver screen, but a little too tall.
Yeah, I think he may have rushed that pass. He had a little more time.
Well, that's going to force the Lions to punt one more time.
Going deep will be Gabriel Garcia along with number 12, Colton Hill for San Angelo around their 50-yard line. B.J. Whitaker will be punting the football.
Whitaker puts this one straight up the elevator shaft, and it takes a bounce for the Bobcats. Waco High will pick it up at the 36-yard line, and Waco's into the field. Maybe the best position to start a drive for the Bobcats all night.
12 yards on the punt. They actually started one possession on the 1-yard line, Lark, on that interception return. But besides that, yes, you're correct. Be interesting to see if San Angelo brings in a second-string quarterback.
Well, we understand that Colton Hill is the backup quarterback, but it looks like we're going to get Parker Neal, number 14, a 6', 150-pound junior, at the quarterback spot. Handoff goes in the backfield to Johnson, and Johnson is immediately brought down. Maybe a gain of 1 yard on the play.
Dugas in on the tackle, number 9, just checked into the ball game on the last series, getting some action now.
Got a new wide receiver in the game, and Nathan Box Garcia, number 80. Wide receiver at the bottom of your screen. Also number 82, Devin Rose, in at the H-back slot. He goes in motion. We got a flag thrown before the snap. That usually means procedure. That'll run it back 5 yards. Still second down, but 14 yards from the Waco High 40.
Very few penalties tonight. I believe is that just their 4th penalty tonight?
And all of those have come here in the second half.
Second half, and Waco had 2 in the first.
Mm-hmm. Johnson around the right side, up to the 37 for 3 yards.
Jamie and Dugas, number 55, with that tackle.
Brings up 3rd down and 11. Let's see if they decide to let Parker Neal limber up the passing arm here. Well, with a 42-point lead, I imagine they'll keep it on the ground. Neal double checking with the sideline as the play clock is down to 5. He takes the snap, gets it off to Johnson. Johnson with a spin move will get it across the 35 to the 33.
Number 9, Dugas again in on the tackle.
But it's going to bring up a 4th down and about 7. But I imagine they'll go for it. The clock rolls under 5 minutes to play. Neal puts a man in motion. Jesse Smith was the motion man, and he will throw across the middle, and it's intercepted at the 15-yard line.
That's Tyler Freeman with the ball.
He's headed back upfield and got some running room up the sideline. Is going to finally be run out of bounds when he gets into Bobcat territory at the 43-yard line. First turnover of the night that goes Waco High's way. Gives the offense the ball with 4:32 left to play in the contest. Here's a look at the interception. Freeman takes it in, hollers Oski, and sends everybody the other way.
All right, well, let's see if the Waco High offense can take a drive and put it in for a touchdown, get some positive momentum here late in the ball game.
They're at the Bobcat 43-yard line. That may be their best starting position of the night.
Absolutely, for Waco High it is, yes.
Alvarez, the quarterback, with LV Marshall in the backfield. He hands it, fakes it to Marshall and throws a little wide of Ryan's, trying to get it out in the right flat.
Austin Lucky, number 36, was defending on the play.
Alvarez just 2 of 8 passing so far on the night. Make that 2 of 9 passing. Hands off to Marshall. Marshall runs into a big white wall as he comes around the left side.
Tucker Beatty, 6'3", 395-pounder with the tackle.
Let's give him a yard pickup on the play to bring up 3rd and 9. At the 42. 3 receivers to the right. Whitaker, the lone receiver, to the left. Looking right, Alvarez gets out from under some pressure. He tries to throw out to Marshall, and Marshall can't handle the toss.
Good decision there by Jordan. He saw the receiver that was open, but just unable to hold on to the ball, number 23.
I think he tried to run with it before he caught it. Waco High will go for it here. Clock stopped with 3:53 left in the contest. Lions offense right now just working on some plays, trying to get timing down. Send Ryan's in motion. Alvarez has time, flushed a little early, and will run out of bounds. So the ball will go over on downs as Alvarez goes out at the 41-yard line after just 1 yard pickup. 3:45 left to play. San Angelo Central with a commanding 48-6 lead, and they have the football at their own 41. I imagine Bobcat head coach Mark Smith will just hand the ball off to a sure-handed running back and let him run as much time off the clock as he can. I believe that running back will be Darius Hewitt, 5'10", 180-pound junior. Parker Neal hands it off to him, and he's got running room over the right side, and will pick up a first down and get into Waco territory down to the 48-yard line.
Michael Leonard with the tackle for Waco High.
He picked up 11 on the play. 1st and 10.
Got Anthony Burton, Torian Barnett, and Cameron Ephraim in at the defensive line for Waco.
Good job by the coaching staff to let the play clock run down to about 15 seconds before they signal in the play. And the snap will come with about 2 seconds left on the play clock. And again, it is Hewitt with the handoff. Gets it across the 45. Let's say he gets to the 44 for a 4-yard pickup.
Chance Rhines with a solid tackle for Waco High on that play.
2nd down and 6. Waco High starts district action in 2 weeks here against Brenham. They have to then go on the road to Ellison, They will be the home team against University in that annual crosstown rivalry. Their other district road game is at Belton, and they'll finish the season here at Waco ISD Stadium against Brian Rudder. Parker hands it off to Hewitt. Hewitt backs his way to the 41.
Yeah, Jalen Good with the tackle.
Bring up 3rd down and 3 at the 41. And that's going to be the 2-minute timeout. We're going to reset the game clock to 2 minutes. Kind of recap this game. Bobcats able to get on the scoreboard first on their second possession of the night. 59-yard, 6-play drive. Hewitt got into the end zone on a 24-yard run. It was 7-0 with 17 seconds left in the first quarter. An interception set them up at the 1-yard line, where Johnson got in the end zone for a 14-0 lead. Waco High answered that with a 73-yard touchdown bomb to Zay Johnson. 14-6 was the score with 9:11 left in the second quarter, but since then it's been all Bobcats. Inside pitch. Close to the first down. We've got a flag downfield on the play. That's a completion to Grayson Patrick, number 19.
Eric Taylor with the stop.
And I don't know if there was, that's not good when you see Lane Jones down at the 45-yard line.
That's right about where the flag was thrown.
I guess after we take care of the injury, we'll find out about the meaning of the flag, but they're going to be shy of the first down by a yard. Lane Johnson up on his feet. That's good to see, and he's walking to the sideline on his own power.
Yeah, he has played both ways. It's probably a cramp and maybe just some fatigue, from playing an awful lot tonight.
Flag as a hold, minus 10 yards. Still going to be 3rd down. Going to be 3rd down and 11. Back at the 49-yard line. Clock running with 1:40 left. Parker Neal, the backup quarterback, sends a man in motion. Hands it off. That's Johnson with the football. And rolls his way up to the 41-yard line for a pickup of 8.
It's Dugas with the tackle, number 9 for Waco.
Still going to be 4th down. They still got to get about 4 yards out of it from the 42-yard line. And let as much clock roll down as possible. We'll be under a minute after they snap this ball. First down here will definitely cause you to believe it's the end of the game is here. They're going to inside pitch it to Jesse Smith. He's got the first down, is bumped out of bounds.
Yeah, Eric Taylor knocked him out of bounds.
Got it down to the 35-yard line. That's a pickup of 7 on the play, and it is the first down, and now the Bobcats can just kneel it and run out the clock. Sure, Waco High will not call a timeout. They do not go into victory formation, though. Hand it off to Elijah Allen. He doesn't stay inbounds as he goes out of bounds at the 20 after a 15-yard pickup. .41 seconds remain on the game clock. Second teamers say, we'd like to have some points too, coach. Now they're going to go into victory formation, as Parker Neal will just take a knee at the 30. And the clock rolls, and that's going to be it. The San Angelo Bobcats pick up their third win of the year against 2 losses, while they hand the Waco Lions their 5th loss of the year. A final score of 48-6. Again, next action for the Lions will be in 2 weeks when they're here at home against the Brenham Cubs. But tonight it was just too much Bobcats, especially after the midpoint of the second quarter, as the Lions could only get on the board 1 time tonight. For my broadcast partner Hal Harris and our statistician Paul Comer, I'm Lark Smith, reminding you our final score tonight at Waco ISD Stadium is San Angelo Central 48 and Waco High 6.